Right, in this video we're going to be having looking at a transverse wave, and I've labelled on here 5 different points, A, B, C, D, E. So we're going to have a look at the difference in degrees, radians, and also the wavelength of these points. So we're going to go from all of these points. Right, we're going from A to B, A to C, A to D, A to E, and B to D, just as some examples to show you the difference in degrees, radians, and wavelength. Right, the first thing I normally do is start off with the easiest one. So A to E is our easiest one. There's 360 degrees in a full wave, and that equates to 2 pi radians. A to C is our second easiest one, because it's just going to be half of that, so 180 degrees, and it's just pi radians. And then we can just fill in the gaps. Right, there's all of those done. And then the difference in wavelength, well, A to E is 1 full wavelength, A to C is half a wavelength, and again, it's just a matter of filling in the gap. So this is going to be over 4, and this one is going to be 3/4 of a wavelength. Right, the last one, B to D, is actually exactly the same as saying A to C, because we've landed on a point which is basically the same as the other point, but it's just the flipped over or the inverse of it. So essentially we're just going to copy out A to C's. So we're 90 degrees, it takes me 90 degrees to get from there to there, and another 90 to get me from there to there. So therefore this is 180 degrees, which equates to pi radians. And then the wavelength difference between that point and that point, which is that distance there, is actually just pi over 2. Thanks for listening.